Commander Sarah Chen stared at the tactical display aboard the UES Retribution, her knuckles white as she gripped the command rail. The holographic projection showed what remained of New Geneva, nothing but a crater of fused glass stretching 40 kilometers across Europa's frozen surface. 300,000 colonists had called it home just 72 hours ago. Orbital bombardment signatures confirm exotic particle weapons, reported Lieutenant Torres, his voice barely containing his rage. The entire settlement was vaporized in under 6 minutes. Dr. Marcus Webb, the fleet's asenobiologist, pulled up sensor data from the attack. The energy signatures don't match any known human technology. Whoever did this has weaponry decades ahead of our current capabilities. Sarah's jaw tightened. She had helped establish New Geneva 15 years ago, back when humanity's expansion into the outer system seemed like mankind's greatest achievement. The colony had been humanity's crown jewel, a self-sustaining research outpost studying Europa's subsurface ocean, potentially harboring the first confirmed extraterrestrial life. "Ma'am, we're receiving a transmission called Communications Officer Park. It's not human." The bridge fell silent as an otherworldly voice filled the command center. The translation algorithm struggled to interpret the alien language, but the meaning came through with chilling clarity. "Primitive species. You have contaminated sacred waters. This is your only warning. Withdraw from all outer system territories or face complete extinction." Sarah felt something cold settle in her stomach. Humanity had finally made contact with an alien civilization, and they had opened with genocide. "Send an encrypted burst transmission to Earth Command," she ordered. "Priority Alpha. We need the entire home fleet out here, and we need it now." The response came faster than expected. Admiral Harrison's weathered face appeared on the main screen 18 hours later, his expression grim with determination. "Commander Chen, you're being promoted to Fleet Admiral effective immediately. The Earth Assembly has authorized Operation Hammerfall. We're sending everything we have." Sarah watched in awe as the largest human fleet ever assembled emerged from slipspace around Jupiter. 237 ships, including the massive dreadnought Indomitable and 12 carrier groups, bristling with fusion-powered interceptors. Humanity had spent decades preparing for interstellar war. They just hadn't expected it to come to their doorstep. Dr. Webb's team had been working around the clock, analyzing the alien weapon signatures. "Admiral, I've isolated their particle beam frequency. If we can modify our shield harmonics and deploy reflective chaff clouds, we might be able to deflect their primary weapons." "What about offensive capabilities?" Sarah asked, studying the tactical projections. "Our kinetic penetrators should be effective against their hull materials," replied Weapons Specialist Commander Voss. "But we'll need to get close, really close. Their point defense systems are incredibly sophisticated." 3 days later, long-range sensors detected the alien fleet approaching from the direction of Saturn. 47 vessels, each one a sleek, organic-looking construct that seemed to flow rather than fly through space. They moved with an eerie synchronization that spoke of hive-mind coordination. "All ships, this is Admiral Chen. Today, we show these bastards what happens when you mess with humanity. We didn't ask for this war, but we're damn well going to finish it." The battle began at maximum range, with both fleets unleashing devastating salvos across millions of kilometers of space. The aliens' exotic particle beams lanced through the void like spears of concentrated starlight, while humanity answered with clouds of nuclear-tipped missiles and electromagnetic railgun volleys. The first exchange was catastrophic. 16 human ships simply vanished, their hulls sublimating under the alien weapons' impossible heat. But Sarah's modifications were working. The reflective chaff clouds were disrupting the particle beams, and several alien shots went wide. All carriers, launch fighters, "Execute Voss Pattern Delta," Sarah commanded, watching as 300 human interceptors swarmed toward the alien formation like angry hornets. The alien vessels began to separate, their hive-mind coordination faltering as human pilots executed seemingly random attack runs. Each interceptor was piloted by a human consciousness, unpredictable, creative, and absolutely furious about New Geneva. Commander Lisa Park, leading the 47th Fighter Squadron, spotted an opening in the alien point defenses. "This one's for New Geneva," she whispered, slamming her interceptor through a gap in their defensive grid and releasing a full spread of quantum torpedoes directly into an alien vessel's core. The alien ship erupted in a cascade of exotic matter, its destruction sending shockwaves through their formation. For the first time in the engagement, the enemy fleet hesitated. Sarah seized the moment. All ships, full burn, close to knife fighting range. Show them what human engineering can do when we're properly motivated. The Retribution led the charge, its reinforced hull absorbing punishment as it closed with the alien flagship. At point-blank range, Sarah gave the order that would echo through human history. "Fire everything." The concentrated firepower of 30 human dreadnoughts, focused on a single target, created a brief new star in Europa's sky. When the plasma dissipated, nothing remained of the alien flagship but expanding debris. The surviving alien vessels began to retreat, their perfect coordination shattered. But Sarah wasn't done. Pursuit formation. "We're following them all the way back to whatever rock they crawled out from under." As the human fleet gave chase, Dr. Webb approached Sarah with a troubling discovery. "Admiral, I've been analyzing their technology. These aren't the real threat. These ships, they're scouts, advanced forces." Sarah nodded grimly, watching the fleeing aliens on the tactical display. "Then we'd better make sure they carry a very clear message back to their masters. Humanity doesn't just survive, we thrive on adversity. And we never, ever forget." The battle for Europa was over, but Sarah Chen knew this was just the beginning. Humanity had announced its presence to the galaxy in the only language that truly mattered: unstoppable, undeniable, and utterly human firepower. The age of human expansion had begun in earnest, written in plasma fire across the cosmos.